On your mark, ready, set, go.
Tell me about meeting your husband.
I met him in Switzerland on the steps of St. Nicholas Cathedral after an organ concert. A Bach fugue was the music, and I was with some of the girls from the Villa des Fougères, and we stepped out, and there was Fred Randall, and he said, "Are you all American girls?" And I asked him afterwards, "How did you know?" And he said, "Because you had silk stockings on." And he had gone through the war. Fred had gone through the war, and when it was and when he was at Catholic University in Washington D.C., he went back to his schooling, and he established a Bush Airlines in Canada too. He did a lot of things. Of course, he loves to fish. My mother was born in Belgium. She came over when she was a teenager to Canada. Her grandfather brought her over. She became a nurse, and she met my father, and they married, and they had 3 children.
Tell me about your siblings.
Marie, who is now gone, it was a tragic accident, and my brother Paul, and here I am.
Did you have any pets?
Yes, we had a dog, I remember, but not very well. I mean, I really didn't have a great deal of pets. My children did. My 4 children. I have 4 children. Marie, Randa, Terry, and Ann.
What kind of pets did they have?
A dog. Oh, they had a crocodile at one point, too, and they wanted me to just save it, throw out the window, put it in the bathtub.
A crocodile?
I mean, really and truly. Yeah, he was very small, but anyway. And then we had a kitten that was charming, and we had Bijou, which was the little parakeets, Bijou. And my husband.
What about Rufus?
Rufus Ryder Randall. He was a wonderful dog. The children felt that I should have a dog, so they gave me Rufus Ryder Randall. He was absolutely wonderful. And Rufus would go to the cottage, of course, with all of us, and all the children would have, all this stuff on their, so they could get a suntan, oil. And Rufus Ryder would come bouncing down, the path.
On the beach?
Coming down, and he would stop just at the top, and stop like this, and the sand would go all over everybody. He was a great dog. I loved him. Well, the joke, the man is asked, what do you think the funniest, the greatest invention has been in the last 50 years? He said, "Oh, let me think. And then he said, the thermos. And the man said, the thermos? He said, yes, the thermos. He said, why? He said, tell me about it. He said, well, when I go off to work, and he said, my wife puts hot coffee in this thermos. And at lunchtime, I open up this thermos, and that coffee's as hot as what it was when my wife put it in." He said, "So, well, just you wait," he said. In the summer, in the wintertime. Oh, that's the winter. It's hot. Okay, so now it's cold. Now in the summertime, my wife puts that coffee in, and it's just like it was when it's cool, wonderful, still hot. It's wonderful. He said. So he said, so what? He said, how do it know? How does the thermos know? It should be hot or cold.
I'm gonna buy a paper doll.